Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome in today. It's Thanksgiving Day here in the U.S. Welcome. I'm so excited. About 2 minutes ago, I just launched my very first Kickstarter. I launched my Oracle deck called the Body Health Oracle deck. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. On my page, you'll see a lot of missing persons cases. I do a lot of medical health scans and stuff like that. Well, in the beginning of my journey, I decided that I needed to create some type of coding system in order to help people a little bit more in the health department. I was receiving visions about the human body and about disorders or things that people needed to know about their body. And I'm not going to lie, it was a little bit scary because of, the spiritual community and telling us that we shouldn't be doing medical scans, but I'm really good at it. So I developed this deck. It's called the Body Health Oracle deck, and the Kickstarter is live right now. It runs until Christmas Eve. So I'm so excited to share this deck with you guys today while we do some readings. Hello, welcome in. How are you guys? I see you guys just getting, go ahead and double tap on that screen while you're here. Give this live some likes. Hello, guys. So for those of you in the live, you have a secret code. Only you guys know this. If you put the word thanks, THANKS, I know it's not that original, but for the next 2 days, you'll get 50% off all readings. The link is right in my bio. This includes medical fertility readings, North Node readings, just any general psychic reading. So go ahead and check that out, guys. I love and appreciate it. So, hi, how are you? Hey, Jody. Hi, Candace. How are you? Oh, that's not Candace. Wait, Candace. Oh, yes. Okay. Hi, guys. You guys, welcome. We are live right now. Yes, we are. And I figured out how to put the heat on inside the camper because it's starting to get really cold here. So we're going to do, maybe I'll do a couple readings. We're going to talk a little bit about spirituality and how to really uncover blocks and allow us to live in the life that we've always wanted. Okay? So if you have any specific questions for me today and you would like a reading live and also recorded sent to your email, go ahead and click the link in my bio, use the code THANKS. It will get you 50% off all readings. Now this code is not given anywhere else. This code is only given to those in my live. So only you guys know about it, and it will be good for the next couple days. So you can use it as many times as you like. So tell me where you guys are from. Go ahead and say hi. We're going to start some readings. I have some readings that are already coming through here. So we're going to start those in just a little bit. All right. Hello from New York. Hello, guys. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Oh, gosh. We all have so many questions. You guys want to do, we would have to get in line. You guys want to do, I can set up like a $5 get in line. We can do specific questions and readings for you guys. Is that something that you're interested in? I know it's Thanksgiving. I wasn't sure if a lot of people were going to be on, but if you guys want to do kind of quick questions and stuff like that, I can do like a $5 reading just to create like a list and order. Then we can do them live, and I'll also record them and I can send them right back to your email. So you don't have to be here during the live, but you can still get your question answered for $5. You guys want to do something like that? Put a thumbs up, double tap, let me see the likes go up. Let me see if that's something you're interested in for today. Or if you just want to keep the 50% off readings. But the 50% off readings are lengthy readings, so it just depends. If you have some quick questions that you guys want some answers to, I would definitely be open to doing something like that. So let me know. Right before I came out here, oh my gosh, my deck flew everywhere outside. I was picking it up. And a lot of you guys know I am about 30 weeks pregnant, so that was not easy on me. All right. So, you guys here in the comments, thanks so much for being here. Go ahead, say hi. Let me know if you guys want to get in line. We can start. I'll just do it. I'm just going to do it. So I'm just going to create like a $5 reading for TikTok. And if you are interested in getting your specific question answered right now, this is how we're going to keep track of getting in line and stuff like that. Okay. So just give me a second here. I'm going to run to my page and I'm just going to create a listing for you guys. And that will show up with the link in my bio. Okay. $5 for readings, that for specific questions. Okay. Okay. All right, so Jody, I didn't see your question come back through from yesterday's reading. You wanted a North Node reading, and that didn't come through. Okay, so again, we're gonna do. I'm just gonna add like something for quick questions. If somebody has specific questions about another person in their life or how something is going to end up, we can do that. Ooh, my earring just fell out. Did you guys see that? Yeah, you have to get your birth certificate if you would like a North Node reading. The more accurate, definitely the better. All right. So I'll just put this up here. Quick questions. So it'll be like a 1 to 2 minute response. Okay, guys? All right, I'll add like a little picture here of some tarot cards for you. Oh, how about an elephant? How about, no. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, great. Here we go. All right. Okay, great. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do that just so we can create a line. So if somebody has any questions, if you would like a short reading, we're going to do it this way just so, you know, everybody that really has that question they want to get answered, you don't get skipped in the comments. Because I know a lot of the time when I'm just doing like readings like that, people's names get skipped or people put their name in more. So, okay, and again, this is just to create a line, because really, I mean, working on the website, you know that 15% of whatever you pay will be given to the company, so this is, again, just to create that line. Oops. All right. So for those of you, this earring does not want to stay in my ear today. Oh. All right, guys. Well, I just want to let you know that my Kickstarter is live right now. All right. All right. One block and is going until Christmas Eve. I am so excited. Sorry if you get really sick of these cards. Okay. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to go in and make sure that you can get to it. All right. All right, awesome. So if you guys click the link in my bio, if you have any specific questions, we're going to start a line right now. I'll answer those questions for you. I'm clairvoyant. I might also use some cards. I don't have my tarot deck with me, but that's fine. So if you click the link in my bio, you'll be brought to... Oh. Here we go. You'll be brought to my page. It'll look like this. This is on my tablet, so it's pretty big. This is my Oracle deck, but the one underneath it, it says $5 quick questions. So if you click on that, then you'll come up in my queue in order, and then I will read them. Yeah, I used to have purple hair, that's right, and then I shaved my head off, I shaved my hair off in June, so this is like what's coming back. I needed a redo, I needed a restart of some sort, and I really think I got absolutely love, let me tell you guys, like, I absolutely loved having a bald head. Absolutely loved it. I don't know why. I didn't have to do my hair. I could exercise and not worry about my hair. I could get ready in 2 seconds. So anybody that's thinking about shaving their head, okay. All right, guys. The readings are live. So what we're gonna do is, if you have a question, go ahead and book. It's just $5 for Thanksgiving Day here in the U.S. But if you're looking for something that's a little bit more in depth, you want a health scan, you want a fertility reading, You want a North Node reading. Maybe you need some psychic advice or something, of a spiritual coaching or something. Use the code THANKS, THAKS. That will give you 50% off all the readings, not the $5 ones we're doing right now. But it will give you 50% off today, tomorrow. All right, so if you have, even for a friend, if somebody, you know, you just have to make sure you're putting their name, and that's the name that I'm focusing on. All right. All right, I did just get a, Alright, I did get a reading. It's a longer reading, though. Somebody booked an 8-minute reading. So I'm not going to do that live. Alright, so let's go back. I'm going to see if there's anyone jumping in here. Okay. Can you get on any other socials other than TikTok? How do you book a reading? So go to my bio right here. You're going to click on the snip feed link. It's going to send you right to my snip feed page, and you can see the $5 readings. These are for quick questions. Happy Thanksgiving. Hello, guys. These are for quick questions that you want to be done during the live right now, and that's to create some type of order, because I know a lot of people are putting specific questions in the comments, and I would love to get to all of them, but sometimes it gets a little chaotic. And I'm 30 weeks pregnant, so give me a break here. So right now, if you head to the link in my bio, you'll see a $5 reading, and that's to get in line to have your reading done live, but you'll also get a recorded copy of this sent to your email, okay? So if you miss some of it or something happens, you're going to check your email the next day or so, and it'll be in there, okay? Okay, so we have Tarsha. Okay, great. Okay, so Tarsha's giving me the freedom to explore my mind and see if there's anything that they need to know, alright? So, I'm going to record this as we go. Then I send the email. I'll send this right back to your email, okay? So this is a reading for Tarsha. If you would like to get in line, head to the link in my bio. It's $5 a question. They're quick questions, okay? Hi, Tarsha. Thank you so much for booking this reading with me. It's Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm going to zone in here on your guides and see what you need to know. Okay, so I was just told take a step back. I don't know if there's a situation that's going on around you, but there's something that feels like my heart is pounding right now. It feels like a very, I don't know if it's a heated situation or there's kind of like a situation with other people, but it's part of your family, it feels like. And I feel like I'm being told for you to take a step back from it. Almost like the energy is not good. You being involved in this situation or something is not good. So I don't know if this happened already or if it's going to happen. Oh, look, I got the clarity card for you. So it seems like there might be some clarity that's coming through. Or maybe in order to understand the situation, you're being asked to basically go through the experience and learn from it. So if you can't, if you don't have the willpower to leave the situation or to leave the situation alone, really analyze what's going on with the different characters is how I feel. Whoever is a part of this, because there's history. History that I feel like you don't need to be a part of, but maybe it's a part of you because it's connected in the family, but it's so hard to explain. I hope you're here, girl. Alright, so this message is for you to kind of extract yourself from any of the drama that is going on around you. I feel like it's going to bring a little bit more clarity to your own life because I feel like it's clogged. Like when I'm in your energy, I feel like you're definitely worried about more people other than yourself. Okay? It's like where the drama is or something like that. It just feels like. Alright? Thank you so much for booking. I really hope this helps you. Overall, I do feel like what you're doing, ultimately what you're being asked to do is to just allow energy to be where it's supposed to be instead of allowing it to consume you when it doesn't have to, if that makes sense, okay? Giving you more of a calmer kind of feeling overall. Alright, thank you so much. Oh, you're here. Hi, love. Thank you so much for booking. Thanks, babe. Thank you so much for booking. Happy Thanksgiving. So, I just finished your reading, and if you check a little bit later, probably when I'm done my live, if you go check your email, or if you just sign back in, all you have to do is play, and you can save that and look at it over and over. Okay? All right. So I got a lot of you guys in here. Danessa, Aaron, Alyssa, Chantel, and Jody. Okay? So here we go. So we're going to do Danessa right now. Okay, so you're asking, Danessa is asking about her hair. She wants some advice about her hair, and it growth, but it's not so, it's more of a medical type of thing, what her body needs right now. So I'm going to meditate on that, Danessa, and then I'm going to record your reading, and then check your email a little bit later, okay? All right, let me see. Okay, that's interesting. Hi, Danessa. Thank you so much for booking this reading. I hope I said your name right. It's so beautiful to like read, and then I hate when I butcher names. But okay, so you want to know about your hair. So what I was shown was, I see this vision and I hear the word follicles, and I feel like I don't know if there's it feels really dry. Okay. But I'm seeing, it's really weird. It's almost like I'm seeing skin growing over the hair follicle, like at the end. I'm not sure. And my stomach is like, bloop. Yep, that's exactly it. And what I don't know why I keep feeling like I have to take my nails and like really stimulate like the roots of my hair. I don't know if you do that, or if you don't do that at all, maybe then that's something that you need to be doing. Water. I hear water. So I'm also being shown you eating foods, and I don't know why I'm being shown an apple. I don't know if that means like you need to be eating healthier foods, or there are certain foods that are going to give you the vitamins that are necessary for your hair to be growing better, or for it to be healthier in that type of way. So I also hear the word hereditary. I don't know if this is something that is naturally hereditary in your family, whether this is like the type of hair you have, or the thickness, or something that has to do with your hair growth. There might be some hereditariness that's connected to it. And then I just saw you like take your hair and like twist it into like this little bun. I'm not sure why. Okay, so, overall, I definitely am, like, seeing scratching, but I feel stimulation is what I need to say to you. I'm also getting water. Again, I heard they're hereditary, so I don't know if this is meaning, like, there's something that it just kind of is in your family, maybe something you might have to accept, but I really hope this helps you. Thank you so much for booking. If you would like a more extensive medical reading, you can book that with the code THANKS for today and tomorrow. It's good for 50% off, okay? Thank you. All right. I said it right. Okay, great. Oh, yay, wonderful. All right, here we go. We're moving on to the next. Okay. So we have Aaron. Aaron, are you here, Aaron? Okay, so Aaron wants to know if he is the one. I don't have a name, but I'm going to focus really quickly and try to get any words that are going to help you decide if he's the one, because sometimes, the stuff that comes through is very ambiguous, and you know more. It means more to you than it means to me. I deliver the message. So, here we go, Aaron. Maybe we'll pull some cards too. All right, great. Hi, Aaron. Happy Thanksgiving. How are you? So you want to know if he is the one. You have somebody on your mind right now. Let me focus and see what your guides are saying. It is so weird. I just got an image of you putting him in a catapult and launching him and catapulting him. I don't know what that means. Like, I thought of the word catalyst. So I heard the word lessons, that there are definitely lessons to be learned in this relationship. And then I heard the one implies you're ready. The one, I don't know what that means. The one the 1 implies you're ready. So to me, there seems to be some, I don't know if your guides are saying, you know, you don't have to look past this relationship right now as far as like, is this relationship going to be taken to the next level or the longevity of it? I feel like you're definitely being taught to look and see what is going on right now, what you consider the 1 to be. Look, I just got the word expel, okay? And this is basically saying that there's still some trauma and energy that is blocking you from being with that person that, for example, you would get along with for the long run, you would grow with, someone that is very supportive, and somebody who is also has a full love cup is what I have to say, because there might still be some codependency and an emotional attachment, but I also feel like there's an idea of you both still in a place where you could lose your identities getting together and being together, and instead of interdependence, it feels like it feels like codependence instead of interdependence. Okay, so I do think this is the one that will teach you a lot, but I'm not 100% sure that this is a relationship that is meant to withstand, you know, the entire length of time. Okay, so thank you so much for booking. I hope this helps you. Hi, Erin. Thank you so much for booking. Thank you so much, Erin. I definitely feel like this is a relationship that will that is going to work as a catalyst or catapult you to the next level. Okay, whatever that means. And it could be with this person. I wasn't shown like an old age or staying with for a long time, but I was definitely shown that there is a lot you're going to learn about yourself, and that it's not going to be a bumpy ride. It feels like a good ride. It feels like a lot of realization. Okay? Okay, so let's get back. That was Erin. Thank you so much, Erin. All right, then we have Elisa. Elisa, are you here? So if anybody is looking to get a reading, oh yeah, go ahead and double tap that screen while I'm giving readings. I'm not sure I have any moderators in here to keep you guys entertained while I'm doing the reading. So if you double tap, throw some hearts out there. And we will, if anybody is new here and you want to know how to get in line, it's $5, and that's just to hold your place. And we're going to go through if you have specific questions. Okay. So Amber, your reading just came through, Amber, just in case you were wondering. So we're on Elisa right now. And then we have Chantel and Jody. Okay. All right, here we go. Will I be in a relationship soon? If so, do I have a name? Now, I'm going to tell you, even when I do missing persons cases, names are really hard. But I am getting a J. Like, since you said it, I'm getting the letter J. All right, I'll put that in the reading. So I'm going to record this really quick for Elisa. Okay. There we go. Hi, Elisa. Thank you so much for booking this reading with me. So you want to know about getting in a relationship, any names? And I'm going to tell you when I first read it and I was here live. I heard the name. I saw a J. I saw a J. And I think it's because I don't have a lot of confidence in saying names, to be honest with you. Because there's so many different types of names, and I think that I overanalyze and I jump the gun and try to say someone's name that it might be, but might not be, but J. Okay? When I ask how long it's going to be before you get in a relationship, you show me the number 3, which, working within a year's time could be 3 months. I would say 3 months. But then you're also showing me something that's really important that's going to happen in the 5-year mark. There's something about a 5-year mark. 5 years. I keep hearing 5 years. And I don't... There's another relationship. And my heart's like, ooh, my stomach. Blah. And I'm not going to lie, it's scary to even say this stuff to people. Like, yes, there's going to be a relationship here, and then, to tell someone, but there's another one in the future, then you start thinking of all the bad things that might happen, or why, or maybe you don't go for it. I feel like you still have to go for it. And the relationship that's in about 3 months or so, it may not be this really fast snowball type of thing, but it's definitely this energy of you meeting someone and a relational type of energy, whether you're just getting to know someone Or something else that just crossed my mind that came through is it's very possible that you're going to be meeting this person in the 3 month, and then, you know, in that 5-year mark, it could be like then you guys take your relationship to the next level, or maybe you've been together or been friends for that long and then you take it to the next level. But I would just, who you meet in about 3 months, keep that in mind. Figure it out. Like, does this person seem like a friend? Did they seem like a romance? Because I feel like if it's a romance that you jump into right away, it's not the one we're talking about in 5 years. Okay, there just seems something different about meeting this person and then something else happening in 5 years. I don't know why it's connected, but it's connected. Okay? Thank you so much for booking. All right. Thanks so much for being here, guys. If you would like to jump in line to get a reading, they're just $5, and that's just to hold your spot. If you click the link in my bio, you'll see the reading right on my snip feed. It's right under the Body Health Oracle. You're welcome, my love. You are so welcome. This Body Health Oracle, it's Kickstarter. It started today. So it's for 30 days. If I could have your support for 30 days, which means to maybe like a post or two that I do with this deck, or share it with a friend, maybe go to the Kickstarter, purchase a deck yourself, or just share the Kickstarter on Facebook or something. That would be insanely appreciative. This is the very first Kickstarter I ever do, and this was the very first deck that I ever like officially printed to use for myself. So it's kind of scary. I've never done it before, and it would be a real confidence booster, especially if this if through. Because how this works is you could purchase a deck and you can support the Kickstarter, but if it doesn't go through, then nobody gets charged anything. If the goal is met, then everybody gets what they ordered. Okay. So I would really love and appreciate it. It's live now. You can purchase at any time. There is a early bird special. So I think you're getting about $31 off the 2 decks, the training visualization training deck plus the Body Health Oracle deck if you order in the first week. Okay? I think that's a pretty cool deal. About $30 off the 2 decks. And that includes shipping, everyone. Okay? So the tiers are, they have shipping included in the price, okay? Even if you see shipping somewhere else, you won't get charged for it. You only get charged for that. Okay, so Chantel. Here we go. Chantel, either way, gorgeous name. Oh, gosh. Here we go. But I'm having a boy. You know how hard it was for me to come up with a boy's name? I don't know why boys' names are so difficult, but it was really difficult for me to come up with a boy's name. Maybe it's because I have so many girls right now. Just curious if anything comes through. Okay. Don't mind those. Here we go for Chantel. So Chantel, I'm going to record this, and you'll get it in your email a little bit later. If anybody else wants to jump in, has a specific question, $5, get in line. The link is right up in my bio. Okay, Chantel, hello, how are you? So you want to basically, the door is open here. Oh, okay. The door is open. I say that, and I start to get past life reading for you. So I'm going to tell you that in this past life, there was somebody who was very, very physically abusive to you. Like, physically abusive with objects or things. Like, you get hit a lot, is really coming through. I don't know if this... See, it seems like it's a past life because it feels like the way that it looks doesn't look like it's in this time era. I'm not sure if this is something that might karmically have been repeated, or in a victim type of energy. You may have to deal with this in this lifetime, which is why it's coming up. And maybe you didn't deal with it in a past lifetime, but I'm getting like in a past life for you, there was a lot of physical abuse that you endured, and it's coming from multiple males in your life. It's almost like you were abused by your father, and then I'm seeing just men in general, and then you end up with a husband that is physically abusive. Like, I'm seeing like sticks and rods, or like large objects, like you being hit with it for some reason, which is, this is kind of uncomfortable, to be honest with you, of like what I'm seeing. So I'm not sure why I'm seeing this. There might be a connection to things that you have to heal in this lifetime. There might be a connection, there might not be. It could have to do with a phobia as well, because it seems like it's a very, very, very fearful type of situation. And it feels like a life of you really, like, I almost feel like you were so sheltered. living in the house, not being able to go outside. Like, it just feels like you were kept wrapped up tight. You didn't get to experience a lot of things. So maybe if you have fears around traveling or moving, that could also be a possibility. I know we're running out of time. Warmth. Okay. This is also telling me that maybe you didn't receive a lot of love or support in that way. And in this lifetime, it's really going to be your goal to find what it means to be close to another human. Like really, really, really close. Like having that truest connection that is like this heartfelt, heart chakra awakening type of energy. And it is coming through that you are meant to feel this in this lifetime, but there is some getting away from people that are kind of abusive towards you that never really taught you that. Okay, and we're running out of time. Thank you so much for booking. I really hope this helps you. Okay. Very sheltered. Being in cars scares me to death. Okay. This is so insane that's crazy. You know what, Chantal? Like, I don't usually, anybody who watches my lives, I don't usually have, like, past life stuff like that come through. And you definitely don't have to, like, tell us if the rest was true, but just letting you know that I do feel like there is a past life of yours that is very sheltered and very fearful of the outside world. And it is your job in this lifetime right now to explore that, to, like, look fear in the face and do the things that scare you. You know, and even, hey Jody, I know you're next. You know, even if it's called exposure therapy, if we have high anxiety, high fears to things, we have exposure therapy. So for example, that is giving yourself small levels of exposure until you can actually, you know, get into the car and take a drive without being anxious. So that's whether you just sit in the car for 20 minutes or you sit and you turn it on. Okay. So it's just small steps. Watching other people drive. That can also be exposure therapy that can help you, okay? All right, let's go to the next question. Thank you so much, Chantal. And if you guys want to get in line, it's $5. Get in line, you get your question answered. Happy Thanksgiving. If you're looking for a longer reading, fertility, medical reading, things like that, use the code THANKS. Okay, nobody knows this, but you guys use the code THANKS. You can get 50% off all my readings for today and tomorrow, okay? Here we go. Jody, you're up. You're so fearful now, but I have an amazing husband and son, thank God. Good. That's good, the support. Good. Okay. So, Jody, did he get into my stuff and take things yesterday? Okay. I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm going to pull some cards and see what happens. Okay? Okay, Jody. Here we go, girl. Oh, okay, here we go. This is weird, okay? So, Jody, hi, Jody. So you asked if somebody got into your stuff and took something. The card that I pulled for you was delivery. So I don't know if he was bringing it somewhere or taking something somewhere, but I got the word delivery. As if somebody was taking or bringing something somewhere. Now, at the same time, I feel high anxiety. I don't know if this is anxiety coming from this person or if it's coming from you and your guides are like, you already have high anxiety around this person or around this situation. There is definitely no trust. Okay, so I don't know if anybody took anything, but somebody may have come over to your house, or so I keep hearing delivery. Like, look at the card, Katie, it says delivery. So I don't know if somebody may have come to your house, but I'm not 100% sure that they left with something. Okay? It's really hard to give the yes or no if I don't have like a first name to like read their energy or their intentions, or too much of the situation, Jody. So if you need a little bit more about this, you can message me and tell me. Okay, use his name. Okay. Okay, this person did go to your house. I don't know if you know this, but they did go to your house. And I hear them say, I was just looking for something. I was just looking for something. Okay, so I hope that helps you. I don't know if somebody took something, but it definitely seems like I'm getting a vision of someone coming over to a house and then kind of searching for something. So I can't be 100% if that meant taking, but I did get the word delivery, so I don't know if this person was making a delivery to your house or coming to your house in that way. Okay? Alright, thanks so much, Jody. Hey Jody, I hope that I could help you. Not understanding the situation too much. It was a little abstract for me. But it does seem that there was somebody there. Okay, I am not getting anything about taking, but I am getting stuff about movement of things. Oh, your crystals. Okay. I am getting stuff about movement of things. Like I see someone moving things, like touching them. But I don't necessarily see anybody taking something. Okay? Alright guys, here we go. I really hope that helped you. Sometimes it's so hard to give a yes or no when you're reading an energy. Okay? You know their intentions. I could read their intentions. You know, but that's so different. Okay. Alright, Amber. Amber, are you here? Hello, guys. Welcome. How are you? Thanks so much for being here today. I'm Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. We are doing readings right now. If you have a specific question, it's $5, and that's just going to get you in line. Right now, I have 3 people in the queue. Amber, Tessa, and Cece. Okay? Or Ceci. So, let's do that. We're going to go with Amber. You also get your reading recorded on my, I'm going to record it on my tablet, and then I'm going to send it to your email. So whatever email you used when you signed up for the question, remember that, because that's how you're going to get back into Snip Feed. There's going to be a tab that says Shoutouts, and that's where all your readings are going to be held, okay, as videos. Okay, so you get to keep all your readings that you ever get from me or any other, you know, people on Snip Feed, per se, like, okay? All right, Amber, here we go, Amber. Amber wants to know when she'll find a house. Okay, so I might have to meditate a little bit to get some more information on this. Okay, hi Amber. Thank you so much for booking on Thanksgiving. Alright, so you want to know when you're going to buy a house. Let me see what Spirit has to say about buying a house. So I'm actually being shown you looking at houses during the fall. And I know we're kind of in the fall now, but it seems like more of like the beginning of fall. Around September-ish. I don't know if this is pointing me to next year for you, or if you've really been looking for houses around this time, and that's the vision, like, and I'm being shown that image, like, energetically. So I'm actually be showing, like, I heard the word, like, amenities, like the additions and stuff that are going on. I feel like I have to tell you to, I hear the word micro. I hear the word micro. Like, I don't know what type of house you're looking for, but I don't feel like it's one that's going to have a pool, that it's going to be, like, a lot of, I feel like I have to tell you, like, the more you have, the more you're going to spend overall, which I know you know, but there's something about micro coming in, the word micro. So maybe you need to be looking for, like, a smaller house or something that is going to give you exactly what you need. Let me see about... You also just showed me the number 5. Could be a 5-month thing. I'm not sure how long houses take to close. Again, if you were already looking for a home in September around the fall, that could be the visions that I saw. And it could be another 5 months before you purchase the home. If you haven't been looking in September or so, then that's what I'm being shown. Like, I feel like I'm being shown this house it has kind of a wide driveway, and there's probably like 2 inches of leaves on the ground, and I feel like as you're walking in the driveway, you're kicking the leaves with your feet. I hear the leaves moving, and that's where I was brought to initially in my vision, okay? So I really hope this helps you. I know it was really quick. If you're looking for a longer reading, use the code THANKS. It'll get you 50% off all readings for today and tomorrow, okay? Thank you so much. All right. Oh, Cece, awesome. I will say your name that way. All right. Oh, it's pronounced Cece. Okay. Okay, great. I was like, I've never had a V be a C, but it's first time for everything. All right. You started looking to buy your first house. Do I have to find a place by April? You started looking. Okay. May I ask though, did you already go to a house that you got out of the car and the leaves were really thick, like it was the beginning of fall? That's the vision that I got when you said, when will I buy a house? Okay. Awesome. I'm so happy to help you. Okay. So, I'm going to say that is what I feel. I definitely, I'm not sure if this is the sign that there's going to be a lot of trees there. I'm not sure why I'm seeing you kick the leaves unless it's around that time of year. April, May, June, July, August, September. So you mentioned April, oddly enough, right? You said something about April. And then I said something about September the following year, and that is exactly 5 months difference. Okay, April to September. So there could be a connection there. Just keep that in mind, okay? All right, guys, let's head over to the next reading. If you guys want to jump in line, it's $5. Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. If you are interested in having like a more in-depth reading, medical scans, fertility scans, North Node readings, anything like that, then use the code THANKS for today and tomorrow. I'll get you 50% off all of my readings on my website, okay? Except for this $5 one. So Tessa, are you here? Tessa, hello. Welcome. So I have 3 people in line right now, okay? 3 people, including Tessa, which I'm about to do right now. Okay, so Tessa wants to know if there's any messages that they want to hear, okay? Or any messages that they need to hear, okay? My gallbladder card just fell out. I don't know if that's important, but let's start the reading. What I'm going to do is record the message and then send it to Tessa's email. Tessa, you're going to get it right in your shoutouts or in your email, okay? Or both. All right. Hi, Tessa. Thank you so much for booking this reading with me. Now, you want to know if there's anything that you need to hear, so I'm going to kind of zone in on your energy and see what I'm brought to. Okay, are you having issues with, I don't know why I feel like I have to say a teenager. It could be somebody who's acting like a teenager. It feels like a male. But I'm getting some like really cranky vibes from someone, and it's almost coming across like it's like teenage hormones, or I don't know why. All right, so I'm also getting this vision of you kind of having to redo your space. There's something about your area, your space, your house. There needs to be redone, or things need to be moved around. There's just, I feel like they're trying to tell me like something is old. Something is kind of like draining around you, and it needs to be uplifted, or your environment needs to be uplifted somehow. I pulled this gallbladder card, and it says storage on it, okay? Negative memories or traumas can be stored without healing. Cannot be stored without healing. It will end up seeping into your life. So, the arguments that I saw in the beginning, it could be that there are some unsettled issues, or there were some things that were not really dealt with 100%, and those might be coming up as a secondary feeling or emotion when connecting with this person. Okay, so it could be something from just your past or your trauma that's triggering you, or their past or their trauma that's triggering them. But I do have to tell you that it's something that can be dealt with, but the issue is from the past. The issue is not a current issue, or it may not even be the main topic. It just might be the energy between you is due to not healing something or dealing with something from the past. And it could have the connection with both of you, or it could just be an issue on the person who is reacting. Okay, I have to say the reaction. I have to say the word reaction for some reason. All right. Thank you. I really hope this helps you. And if you have any more questions, you can always go to my website. It's intuitioncc.com, and you can find a way to connect with me or email me there. Okay? Thank you so much, love. All right. Struggling with husband acting like a teenager, but I also have 3 teen girls. Okay, this is a male. Okay, and I think I said it right. I think I said it's definitely a male who is acting like a teenager, but it is an issue that you both had in the past that needs to be... It's almost like, I feel like you might have said, well, we resolved it, but not really. Like, there was someone who didn't want to accept it, or there's just some there's unfinished business with that, okay? All right, let's see who else here. Let me see how many we have right now. I have 2 more right now. Okay, so if you're looking to get a reading, there's just 2 more in front of you. You are so welcome. Okay. Cece, you are up. Thanks so much for being here, and thank you guys for being here and double tapping on that screen. If any of you left and joined my Kickstarter, I can't thank you enough. I really appreciate all that support. My Kickstarter is on the Body Health Oracle deck, and along with this, I've created a training guide, not only to, teach you how to use the deck. I'll explain that a little bit when I have a second without the readings, but I'll tell you a little bit about the deck and how I created the ability to use this card in 3 different ways. I'll also kind of leak to you my color coding system that I use for health scans, because when I started doing health scans, I wasn't really good with anatomy, but I was seeing colors and I was seeing organs and areas of the body. I just didn't know what they looked like until I started to train myself to see these images, to create a bank of images, and then I became so much better at it. It was kind of insane. So now I'm sharing that with the world. I hope you guys support this campaign, okay? Okay, when will Richard ask me to be his girlfriend? Ooh, okay. Let's see. Thanks for putting the name in. The name always helps, okay? Okay. Hi, Cece. Thank you so much for booking. Okay, so, let's see with this energy between you both moving forward. Woo! So I just felt like I was being given roses on Valentine's Day. I don't know if this is the key to around that time. I know you're probably saying, well, that's a long time, but I definitely see somebody giving you roses, or giving you flowers. They were red flowers, and I automatically went to roses, but, I do feel like there is going to be some type of romantic date, or there's going to be some type of romantic encounter, but I don't exactly feel like the words, like, will you be my girlfriend? Like, I don't feel those words coming through, and I feel like I'm being told that you both need to communicate more, because I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to roll out. And when I'm in this energy, it feels like 2 people who may not be communicating enough. You just may be using, like, your actions to, like, say how you feel. And I feel like you can do a little bit more of the communication. And the communication, I have to tell you, like, don't be afraid of losing anyone, or losing resources, or losing respect, or making someone upset. Like, don't use strategetic talking with this connection. Okay? Don't fear going over the top, or don't fear saying too much. That's what I have to tell you. Okay? It almost feels like you're just going to look at each other one day and be like, so we're in a relationship? Like, and I feel like you kind of already are. Look at this. Cycles. I got cycles for you. Cycles. You've definitely been in fear for being too loving. Okay. Because you feel like you're going to be rejected, right? A very important ending of a cycle is approaching. Make way for new entering your life. This could be new love, and it doesn't have to be a different person. It's just a new energy. And I do have to say that when you bring your more confidence to the table, that is a new energy. That is a new perspective. And that's kind of where I'm going with this, is having more confidence. And let me tell you something. If somebody doesn't accept you for the way that you feel, or the way that you express your feelings, they are not the person for you. But there is a lesson to be learned. And I'm just saying this from experience, not that, I'm seeing this in a vision, But just know overall, guys, if you speak your truth and someone doesn't want to hear it, they don't accept it, or they even call you crazy, that's their own trauma. They can't deal with emotions. It's not you, okay? Thank you so much for booking, love. All right. Your love's been rejected so many times. And you know, this is what I have to say, is maybe start to think about the intentions when you're moving forward in loving manners, or when you're doing things for people. Think about your intentions of like what are you expecting back, and do you have expectations, and why are they there? And I feel like this always stems back to childhood for us, when we feel unloved, or we're trying to we're rivaling for attention because there's other siblings, and what can I do to stand out? And that energy of like pushing forward in order to gain something and having an expectation there, you may not be aware of it as an adult, but it stems from childhood. And that's something that we have to like separate. Like, okay, I can't do this anymore. It no longer suits me. Okay, it suited me when I was a child to make my parents happy and do what needed to be done. But as an adult, it's not suiting me. Okay? Yes, I have a husband who didn't want my love, so it scares. Okay, yeah. Think about your intentions then, moving forward. Think about expectations. Because when you find that person that is like your true love, your soulmate, your twin flame, there's this energy of you don't need... You know that person's going to be there. There's no fear around their energy of them leaving you. There's no fear. Because it's an unconditional love. It's an unconditional support. It's like, I accept you for you no matter what. And a lot of these people end up being our friends first. And we don't realize it until we're like staring them in the face and we're like, wow, holy shit. Like, I've been looking at love the wrong way my whole life. So just know that the person for you, you will not fear them leaving. There won't be a fear there. Okay? There will be total acceptance of who you are as a person. And that's the only relationship you want to get in. You don't want to, jump around your words so that somebody thinks that you are a person that you're not. And then before you know it, you're living their life, not yours, and you lose yourself. I mean, it's going to tumble. Okay, so start off from the beginning, being truthful, being yourself, thinking about your expectations of another person, or whatever the case may be. Okay? All right, so we have Diana. Hello, Diana. I hope you're here. All right, and then we have Juliana after Diana. Okay, so Diana, you want to know about your marriage, if things are going to get better, the energy, okay? If you need my help, please click the link in my bio. I'm taking questions right now. They're only $5. That's just to get in line and to keep some order. Okay, and I would love to connect with you guys. And just in case if you want a longer reading, just please use the code THANKS. And I'm going to let that run for 2 days. It's 50% off all readings. Okay. Here we go. This is for Diana. All right. Hi, Diana. So, you want to know if your marriage is going to last or work, or what the energy moving forward is, okay? So I just heard that you need to bring more love into the situation. A love for yourself, a total acceptance or love for the other person. And I feel like when there's something that you're, like, I'm looking at this, I'm in a household and I'm looking at a man, okay? And it feels like your husband. And it feels like when I look at him, there are things that kind of bug me about him now that didn't bug me in the beginning of the relationship, okay? Like things that just get old, but at the same time, I feel like I need you to look at him in a different way. I feel like you need to look at him with a total acceptance, and the more that you can accept everything about him, and the more you can accept everything about you, the easier the connection is going to be. Because I do feel a lot of mirroring and reflecting or deflecting of personal ways that you feel about yourself onto how you react to him. So, the more acceptance you can bring to you and the more acceptance that you can bring to him of the situation, then I do feel like there's a clear way, there's a clear path for you. And what I mean by this is I'm actually being shown that you have a choice to stay or go. And there is a path that I'm being shown of having acceptance for the self, acceptance for them, and taking it so far. And then possibly you realizing that no matter how happy you try to bring happiness to the situation or how much you try to focus on you, that it's not going to get better. I do feel, though, by bringing more love and warmth into you as a person, like taking care of you more and then accepting the situation for what it is, it's going to bring new light, it's going to bring new clarity, and you're going to be able to walk the path confidently saying, okay, I know we can stay together now, or I know that we can't stay together now, okay? It's going to be very, very clear to you, but I need you to bring more love into the situation. I also got nasal cavity, which is warmth, okay? Your warm smile will change someone's life today. Be more aware of how hot and cold you come across to others. So this has directly to do with the reading, as far as your energy and how you are perceived by others, or the energy that is bouncing back from you, from others. Okay, like I said, mirror. So keep that in mind, okay? Thank you so much for booking, and don't forget that code thanks for the next 2 days for 50% off all of the readings. All right, guys. Don't forget to double tap on that screen. We have 5,000 likes. Thank you so much. I have 11 of you in here. My cell phone battery is at 77%. Does anybody else have some good synchronicities they can throw here? I love synchronicities. Here we go. All right. So I have, who's up next? I have Juliana. Juliana, are you here? Diana, you're welcome. Okay, Juliana, thank you so much. Will me and Mark get back together? Okay. Let's see. Let's read the energy of this situation. Thank you for putting their name, okay? Hey, Jess. Okay, Mark. I heard the word cruel. And I heard you deserve better. I can't help but feel like going back to Mark is you settling, okay? And I don't know what you guys had before. I don't know if it was like really good or why you guys aren't together now. But the energy that I'm getting has a lot to do with you settling, or thinking that you can't get someone else, or thinking that somebody else won't come into the picture just because nobody has. But at the same time, I'm seeing that you don't devote your energy to you. There's a lot of children around you. It feels like children, or other people's children, or your children's children. It just feels, I hear children's children. So, I don't know if you're just not being given enough time for you, to focus on you, to like make yourself feel good, and to be stretching, and to go for a walk when you want to go for a walk, or start to do some activities and things you like to do, because I do feel like there's this energy of you really meeting people when you get out there. But I feel like you can't get out there because I don't know if you're watching, what are you doing? I don't know if you're watching children, you play with children, or you have a lot of children. But it feels like you can't get out of the house to do things for yourself. And I do feel like by changing your routine, that is more caring of you, you're going to see that you deserve a lot better than that relationship. Even if you think it was a good relationship, I think you deserve better, and there is better for you. A lot better. Okay? So keep that in mind. Let me see. Because I see a man, I don't know why I'm getting somebody with red hair. Like, I feel his beard might be a tinge red or something like that. And it's not well kept. It's very like scruffy and bing, 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 bing. I don't know why I see that. It could be somebody in your life. It could be somebody that you're supposed to meet in the future. All right. So I hope this helps you. Thank you so much. Boost the confidence. This relationship, I feel like, is in your past, and you can definitely do better than this relationship was. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for booking. All right. And that was Juliana. All right. So if you guys have some questions, please go to the link in my bio. It's $5 to get in line for a reading. You are welcome, love. And let's see who's next here. You'll get the reading recorded. I'll record it here and I'll send it to your email, okay? All right. So I'll just wait. I don't have anybody waiting right now. So let's talk a little bit about your spirituality. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about this amazing deck that I've been using for you guys. If you're interested, this is the Body Health Oracle deck. Now, let me tell you, I created this deck because one, it was easier for me to do medical readings. And two, I don't like having booklets. I don't like having, tarot cards that that don't say anything on them. I don't like cards that just have a picture and I have to go to the book and read what it means. So I created a deck that had all of the meanings, the 3 different ways you can use the deck right on the card. Now I still have a book, but the book is designed to teach you how to use this deck in different spreads. It's designed to teach you how to color code the human body so that you can do and give your own health scans and readings to people or yourself. And then along my Kickstarter, I have a 20 card training deck that teaches you how to color code the human body, chakras, and auras, teaches you all about that. I'm doing great, guys. How are you? Has anybody already eaten Thanksgiving? We don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the traditional sense. I did make a turkey, but, you know, we are traveling the U.S. right now. And I think we're going to keep it like really small, turkey plus, I think my husband wanted some corn casserole because that's something his mom used to make him all the time. It's more of a nostalgic type of thing. I mean, my children are homeschooled and their history lessons are very slim to none. And the reason for that is because I'm a true believer that history was created by whoever wrote the book. I don't know if I told you guys ever, but I was a psychology teacher. I was a high school psychology teacher. I taught Cambridge psychology, and that teaching high school kids psychology was probably the most eye-opening experience I ever had. And when thank you so much for being here, Michelle. Thanks for being here. Hi, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I know you're popping in. You're saying hello. Hi. So when I was a high school teacher, it really opened my eyes because, first of all, I had to take a history test in order to teach high school. I had 2 master's degrees, but in the state of Florida, in order to teach, you had to pass exams within a 3-year period. So I'll tell you, I had to take a history exam in order to teach psychology. Hi guys, hi Isaac, how are you? So when I did that, I failed it 3 times before I passed it, and it was like $400 a test. But when I finally passed it, the reason I passed it was I realized that history is not the same history all over in the United States. Okay, history I grew up in Maine, so the history that I learned in Maine was not the same history they wanted me to know in Florida. There were different first cities that were important. There were different layouts of how things happened in history. And I had to learn the Florida way in order to pass the exam. And it really wasn't until the 4th try that I realized it. Because I was just studying history. In general, I was studying history, the history that I knew, until the 4th time I actually purchased a book that was recommended for the test, and I saw all the different types of information that were in there that I had never known. So history is a little iffy for me. You know, how do we really know what's true unless we experience it ourselves? And that's kind of why I'm traveling around the U.S. with my family, because I want my kids to experience as much as they can. I don't want them to have to say, yeah, I saw this in a book. I want them to say, I saw it in real life, you know. So, hi guys, I'm seeing you have questions. Awesome. So if you have a question for me, you can get in line. All you have to do is click the link in my bio. It'll take you right to my website, and you can, it's $5, and that will get you in line for a reading. I will do the reading here live, but I'm also recording it on my tablet here, and then I send this to you in an email. So you'll get an email that says, Katie Maike completed your reading. And it'll send you right back to Snipfeed with the email that you chose to log in with or that you chose to receive the message from. There will be a tab called Shoutouts, and in there it'll keep all your readings for you. So if you have a specific question you want answered, unless it's like just like a question about spirituality, about healing, about chakras, I'll be happy to answer those because that'll help multiple people. But if you have a specific question, I would appreciate you putting it right in here so that I can read your question, and then we can stay like in an orderly fashion, okay? All right. It's amazing. Your children will be so grateful for that, learning the world with their own eyes. Yes, and yeah, I was a kid I was afraid of traveling. We didn't travel a lot. We stayed at home a lot, and I don't know, I was afraid of traveling until I was in my mid-30s, and then I was like, oh my god, I do want to travel. I don't know why I was so afraid of it. I was just so afraid of traveling for some reason, the unknown, or not knowing certain places, you know? So yeah. So I've been on for about an hour now. Thank you so much for sticking around and sticking with me, guys. Happy Thanksgiving for those in the U.S. that I don't know. I mean, at the least, I believe it's a day. I don't know. You guys want to know the truth? I think it's a cop-out. I think holidays are cop-outs. Because I feel like we should be loving and caring and with our family all year round. We should be grateful all year round. We don't have, like, having a day to stop and, like, kill a bunch of turkeys just so we can, I mean, I don't know. That's my personal spiel, okay? So for those of you who are in here that are new and you would like readings from me, maybe you don't want the reading done live, maybe you want an in-depth reading on fertility, medical scans. So let me tell you why I do medical scans, why I have this body health oracle deck. When I was starting my career, I have 2 masters in psychology, and I did a lot of stuff on imagery and visualization techniques. I worked with athletes, I worked with kids with autism, in ABA and whatnot. I was a high school psychology teacher. And then I said to myself, but being, like, sharing my visions is something I really want to do. Like, I really want to help people. I want to be a motivational coach of some sort, intuitive coach. And I woke up one day and I said, universe, take me to my destiny. Say this, do this, okay? Take me to my destiny, and this is what I want to do, my life. This is what I want to do with my life. I want to help people. Bring me there. Show me what it looks like. So I woke up one morning, and I turn on Netflix, and I see this woman, Orange is the New Black, and she's in a jumpsuit and, you know, behind bars, and I kind of freak out a little bit because that's the first sign I see, and I was like, oh my god, why do I see this woman in jail? Is this a sign? And I freaked out a little bit, so I jumped onto Facebook, and when I did on my news feed, someone had posted, hi, how are you? I'm doing great. Someone had posted an image of themselves from, like, I think they were under the influence and they were arrested, but it was about 2 years ago, and they were talking about how they made their life better and whatnot. Now, I didn't know who this girl was, but I knew it was a synchronicity. I mean, I just saw 2 women's mug shots that had blonde hair. That's a synchronicity, okay? Hi, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I am doing well. Thanks so much for being here. So anyway, I knew the girl's mother. I had worked with her for 7 years prior. I had worked with her at a restaurant, and I reached out, and I said, Tracy, how are you? I know this might seem weird, but I felt drawn to you. Can I give you a reading? And she said, sure. Hi, SJ. You always come in when I'm telling the story. So, I gave her a reading. It was just past, present, future. It had a normal tarot deck, and it wasn't anything big. And then at the end, I started to get all these visions, and I didn't know that this is something I could do. I saw this black outline of her body, and her chest was beaming in bright red. It was flashing to me. It was flashing so bright in my mind's eye that I had to tell her. It wasn't letting me walk away from that encounter without telling her that there was something wrong with her chest. And I also told her I saw 2 small yellow circles, hi SJ, in her uterus area. And, you know, at that moment, I had never given readings before, so I didn't know what they were, but I felt I couldn't not tell her. So she says, well, I'll just go get myself checked out. I have COPD, so maybe that's it. Well, she goes to the hospital, goes to her appointment, and it turns out her COPD was fine. But it stuck in her head. It stuck in her head so much that she went to get a breast exam, and they ended up finding stage 4 breast cancer. So it was about a month or so after I was doing these readings, just doing readings, and, you know, it's hard to gain confidence when you're doing readings. It really is, especially when you're coming out to your family about this, especially if they're a family that doesn't accept it or didn't accept it before, you know, so I get a call from her, and she sends me this picture, and they did surgery on her breast, and she was able to keep her breast. They got all the cancer out, and they said it was the timing. The timing enabled her to keep her breasts, meaning, like, if she would have waited any longer, she probably would have lost them. So in that moment, besides us both breaking down and crying, that was the moment I knew that I had some information that could save someone's life. And from that moment, I knew that if that ever happened again, if I ever had the possibility of knowing information to save someone's life or their health, that it would come to me in a reading. And it was not easy, guys, because I got a lot of shit from people basically saying, like, you can't do that, it's illegal, I wouldn't do that if I were you. But, you know, I knew that in the very first reading I ever did, I potentially helped save someone's life. And 4 months later, she had a colonoscopy, and she found that she had 2 polyps in her colon. Then the doctor removed them. So that's what she figured out were the 2 circles I saw in her uterus. But, you know, that was my very first reading, and I've come a long way since then. I do medical readings, health scans all the time. And if you guys are looking for one, right now they're 50% off. And that's for the Black Friday, Thanksgiving deal spiel. But I would love to connect with you and help you if that's something that you need. And I do recommend to a lot of people, like, come to me if, like, the doctor can't find anything. Come to me if you're having these symptoms and nobody has answers for you. You know, it's one of those things. If you haven't been to a doctor at all and you've lived with this forever and you want to know if you have a diagnosis of something, I can't diagnose you. Legally, I can't do that. What I do find, though, is the origin of what's going on in your body. And a lot of people will ask me, like, do I have cancer? I don't answer those questions. I can't answer those questions. I can find the origin of pain or an issue that's going on. I visually am shown in the body. I'm taken in the body to those places. Almost like I'm this big inside of your body. And I see blood vessels, blood cells that are this big. And like, it's pretty cool. But I'm never going to be given, I'm never going to be able to diagnose you or tell you a specific, you know, intervention unless it is, you know, relaxation, water, something like that. But I will tell you if you do need to see a doctor, because I know there's something that they can do for you. You know, for example, I know SJ was in here, and I know I did a medical reading for SJ's mom. She had been to the hospital a couple times and nobody could figure out what her pain was. In the reading I hope you don't mind me saying this, SJ, but, I had felt hernia. That's all that came to me was the word hernia. So I told her. And the next time they went to the doctors, they pushed it to try to get, I think it was MRI or something like that. And they did find the hernia that was causing the pain. Now, I don't know the whole story after that. I'm hoping your mom is doing so much better, though, girl, because that was a while. That was 6 months ago or more. So I hope she's doing so much better. And I was really happy that I was able to provide the information that she needed right away. So, hi guys, welcome in. I know I was telling like crazy long story, but I was talking about my Body Health Oracle deck and how I kind of came about creating this deck. Today is the very first day of the launch, which is, I'm so excited. So excited. I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm going to be on social media as much as I can for the next 30 days. If I can have your support for 30 days, I would love to see this project go through. Anybody who purchases the deck, if the project doesn't go through, nobody gets their deck. It's not funded. That's unfortunate. But the goal is $3,300, and I know we can do it. I know we can do it, guys. You know, and that, just so you know, when you head on there, shipping is included. Okay, I didn't do a lot of campaigns I saw. You know, they charge you shipping separately and later and whatnot. I did keep it just to the U.S. That might hurt me. If it gets funded, I will make the decks available to those in other countries, especially Canada, because we're so close. But if you're in another country and you really like this deck, all you have to do is help share my campaign, and the link is in my bio. Help share one of my posts. Because if it does get funded, then I can open up the sales to Canada and other countries, the UK, Australia. Okay, I know, camper life. You guys see me in the camper. I'm like, every couple seconds the propane turns on and I get a little heat on my feet and it's great. So I'm doing readings today. If you guys have a specific question, we're doing just $5 to get in line. I also have a code for 50% off all of my readings today and tomorrow for Black Friday. So if you want to give a gift to someone, a reading of some sort, we can do that as well. If I've had people give North Node gifts all the time, and this is what you do. You would put somebody else's birthday, time, and place in there, and then tell me their first name, and then I would give the reading, and then you can share the reading or the video with your friend. Now, a North Node reading is great because it kind of tells you your life purpose. It tells you what direction you're supposed to head into in this lifetime. Not only the area, okay, like what area, what topics, but I can explain to you the energy and what it looks like for you to do it. So let me tell you a little bit about my North and South Node. So I have a South Node in my 12th house, and it's Libra. 12th house is spirituality. I was probably a shaman in another life. I really think I was. I know I had other gifts in other lifetimes. The 12th house is spirituality. It's also karma. It can be things like addictions and stuff like that as well. But in a Libra energy, you're kind of looking out for the we. You're looking out for the collective. You might be working for other people, meaning in another lifetime, I could have maybe I didn't charge any money for my readings. Maybe I was part of a group of people that did readings. Maybe it was part of a tribe. Okay, I don't know. But in this lifetime, I'm in Aries in my 6th house because the 6th house is across from the 8th house. Now, in my 6th house, it has a lot to do with health and wellness and pets and, daily activities and things along that nature. Now, I know I'm supposed to be heading to a life that is independent because it's Aries. Okay, Aries stands alone. Aries was the first energy here to walk on Earth. And that energy is like, okay, you don't need other people. You can do this on your own. And I did grow up liking group work. I grew up liking hiding behind other people, just in case something didn't turn out right. And in this lifetime, I'm being asked to take my gifts, something I was naturally born with, my South Node, and bring it into my North Node, which has more to do with health and daily living and exercising and stuff like that. And I really think I'm headed in that direction, especially with this deck, because I am using my psychic abilities, I'm using my intuitive abilities, but I'm doing it in a way that can help other people, but it's not necessarily in collaboration with other people. And it has to do with health, and it has to do with wellness, and it has to do with healing. So I do feel like, hello, love. Thanks so much for being here, Rosa. I do feel like I am headed in that path. So if that's something that you want to know, I need your birth date, time, and place, and I can look into your birth chart, and then I can give you a really detailed, accurate reading, and you'll see that those readings are at least 8 minutes. Sometimes I go over 10 minutes long. That's why the price is the way that it is. And also that I've been doing this for a really long time, and I believe that my information is helpful and accurate. And I am now in a place where I'm very much so confident in the messages I receive, where maybe 2 years ago I was very iffy and didn't understand them a lot. But you guys see that I do a lot of missing persons cases. I do a lot of remote viewing and stuff like that. So that I do have another deck. I have a missing persons deck. I haven't kind of launched that on Kickstarter yet, but I do have that available as I purchased a few of those. So do you have a question? If anybody has questions, if anybody wants a reading done right now, get in line. I just ended the streak here. I think we had about 12 that we just did. Yep, Juliana was the last one that we did. And yeah, there's about 12 that I just finished. So if anybody wants a question, it's a specific question, jump on in. It's $5 to get in line. Is the baby's name still the same? Okay. No. Right now, no. And I'll tell you, so I love the name Journey. Okay, so SJ, you see spiritual journey. And we were like this when I told her I was pregnant. Oh, you remember that? I don't know if anybody, guys, I freaked out when I found out I was pregnant. Like, I already have 5 kids, and I'm 36, and we were leaving. We were selling everything in our house, selling everything. Like, we literally gave a couch away. Like, we were giving everything away. And I was sick with COVID, but I was the only one puking my brains out. And I said, why am I puking my brains out and nobody else is? And then it hit me. Holy shit, Katie, you haven't had your period in 2 weeks. So I went and took a test. I honestly didn't think it would come back positive. I almost fainted. I think I screamed. I screamed, "Holy shit, I'm pregnant." My husband came out running from the bathroom with his pants down around his ankles saying, "What? Are you joking?" I said, "Why would I joke?" And here we are. So I'm 30 weeks. I am due on my anniversary, which is 2/2, Groundhog's Day. So, hello. So, in that moment, I love the name Journey. But I have this thing with spelling names that are long, like having long names, like Journey. And I thought of it a different way, but then, okay, SJ, I gotta tell you why the name was changed. So, I got to name most all my children. I picked all the names. We did agree on a few, but this is a boy, and I have one other boy, and I did choose his name. So, and I have such a hard time choosing names. So my daughter and my husband were coming up with names, and I felt that I wanted to let go. I felt like I wanted to say, okay, I don't need to name this child. Like, it's kind of hard for me to let go of that. I mean, think about, you have a child, you don't name it, or you don't have a say in the name. So they have chosen some names. Do you guys want to hear the names that we've chosen? And it's not set in stone. Like my son Stone's name is Stone Roman. It's not set in stone, but there are some names. So the first name is Archer. My husband really likes the name Archer. Not Archie, but Archer. And for a middle name, he really likes the name Wilde. Wilde. Archer Wilde. So right now, that's kind of what we're talking about. Have I always kept Journey in the back of my mind? Hell yeah. But right now, that's kind of the name that's floating around, is Archer Wilde. Okay, and I mean, all my kids have unique names: Leda, Calla, Stone, Astrid, Elin, and possibly Archer. I asked him if we could have 2 middle names, and he said that goes against my wanting short names. So we'll see. Alright, I was just checking to see. Let's see. Totally get it. I think that's great. They're a part of it. I know. I think it's great too. I am trying to get my kids to be completely all about this. Like, we take trips to the midwife. So because I'm traveling, I'm not having a baby in a hospital. And I will have a home birth. And I have a midwife. So, my children will be here if they want to be here. I'm sure I'll be able to get someone to take them if they don't want to. But, it's my 5th birth, my 5th pregnancy. And my last one was so fast. Like, the baby came so fast within 2 hours. And it was right in the middle of COVID. I barely made it to the hospital. So I feel like having a home birth and having a midwife come to me might be the best situation or scenario. And you know what I like about having a midwife that I never got to do before is make my own choices about my pregnancy. With the midwife that I have, you are given more choices on testing, on what you want. For example, after you have a child and they say, hey, do you want this, this, and this on your baby? And you're like, wait a minute, how come nobody's talked about this before? You don't have that much time to, vitamin K and all these drops and blah, blah, blah. You don't have a lot of time to think about that. And even after 4 kids, I always forget. So, all right, guys. Hi, welcome in, Rebecca. So if anybody has any questions, I am a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. And right now I'm talking about Body Health Oracle deck that I have on Kickstarter. So please support it. If you guys have any questions, I do have, okay, here's a couple things that are going on. Right now, if you have a quick question, not a lot of details, head to the link in my bio. $5 questions get in line. I just finished the 12 that I had right now, so there's nobody in line right now. So Jen, is Brett in love with me? That's a perfect question. Please put that in here, $5. It'll get you answered, and it will also give you, I'm going to record your answer so that you can keep it for however long, forever. Okay. Will my business work out? Will it get busy? That's a perfect question to ask. Okay. Those are perfect, specific questions. Put the question in the link in my bio. It's just $5, and that's just to get in line. Because, most of the sites, they take a percentage. Okay. Wherever I'm working on a site, they take 15%, 20%, 30%, depending on the site. So again, this is just to get in line, so that we're a little bit organized. And if any of you guys are interested, I would love to do a more extensive reading. I have fertility readings, medical readings, past life readings, any other type of North Node or life coaching. Use the code THANKS, and it will give you 50% off all my readings that are available. Okay, except for the $5 one. But because I don't think that you can charge less than $1 on this. But so 50% off all those readings. They are about, they can get up to 8 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer in the type of reading. So 50% off for today and Black Friday for tomorrow. That ends around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Black Friday. So there's 2 ways that you can get readings. Use the code THANKS to get you 50% off, or you can jump in line right now. And questions are $5. Okay. So, where are you guys from right now? I want to know what time zone you're in. I want to know, like, are we going to be eating turkey soon? Or, do you guys do, like, lunch? Or do you do, like, dinner time? I'm not really sure. It seems, though, like you guys aren't the ones cooking. Okay, it's 10 in Cali. All right, so you guys are just, like, we just ate breakfast. And maybe we just started cooking. I'm still in East Coast time right now. Maybe a couple months ago, I think, we were supposed to go west. When we traveled, we went north. And then we were supposed to go west. But, guys, I was pregnant. And I was working in the car. I work on Sanctuary. So, if you guys don't know what that is, Sanctuary is an astrology app. And I go live on there. And you can communicate and talk live with psychics, mediums. Do past life readings live right there through a chat box. And I was doing it in the car. Well, I get car sick naturally. But this pregnancy made it 10 times worse. Like, it was to the point where I had to stop working. I support our family to a certain degree. My husband is like a really high-end Lego collector. You guys may not know that about him. He's sold many collections, had some of the most expensive minifigures in the world. So he's like in this retirement mode, kind of hanging out and collecting Lego, but I love it because his North Node is actually Cancer. In his family, house of family. So I really think that he's meant to be like a stay-at-home dad kind of figure. And he's really started to cook. I don't know if you're in here. If you're in here watching me, don't stop cooking. You're doing great. Like every morning he wakes up now and cooks food and cooks breakfast for everybody in the house. It's such a change. It's so great though that I get to like give him this gift of like retirement, I guess you could say. Because he's so much more happier at home. And I think we're both working on our North Node or heading towards our North Node at the same time. Girl, SJ, I think about you all the time because I've always wanted to do a North Node reading for you, but you don't know your birth time. And I always remember that every time I say it to myself, like, I gotta do a reading for her. I wonder if you ever figured that out or if you've done a North Node reading in the meantime. You gotta let me know. So if anybody has specific questions, I am taking questions through the link in my bio. It's a $5 for any specific questions right now. But it's a short 1 to 2 minute answer. So make sure it's a quick kind of question. If you're looking for a more in-depth reading, you can use the code THANKS. It'll get you 50% off all my other readings, psychic, tarot, mediumship, love, career, finances. If you have questions about you want a health scan, I'm doing health scans for half off and fertility for half off, okay? I haven't, but I do know time of birth. You know your time of birth? Oh my God, you gotta message me later, because I feel like I've been wanting to do this North Node reading for you for such a long time, right? I swear. I'm so happy you found out. you're going to have to ask. I mean, you're going to have to tell me so we can do this, okay? All right. Well, my incense just burned out. I'm going to make sure I pick this up here. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you being here. I know it's Thanksgiving and a lot of you guys are just chilling out, watching the live. I am doing readings. If anybody has or would like a reading, click the link in my bio. I'm doing $5 readings right now, and they're quick questions, but I also have a code for 50% off for today and tomorrow if that's something that you are interested in. Juliana, you were my very last reading. If you were one of the 12 or 15 that I did this morning, just make sure to check your email by the end of the day, and you will get your reading sent back to you. I send it right back to your email. All right. Oh, my doggies hear me in there. Also, if you have not checked out my Kickstarter, I would just love and appreciate if you could please do so. The link is in my bio. You'll see Body Health Oracle deck right at the top. It'll take you to my Kickstarter, and you can support it by purchasing a deck for pre-order, or you can support it by sharing it. Hello, how are you? And just know that if the entire project doesn't get funded, nobody gets charged, okay? So the support, I just love the support. If I see something that is shared of mine, I am tickled pink, okay? I am not like, I mean, I gotta say that I am, but I'm not really tech savvy. Like, trying to figure out how to print my own Oracle deck, how to complete and do an entire Kickstarter, it was all new to me. It's not like I hired anybody. I didn't hire a team to make my videos for me like most of the campaigns and stuff. So it was scary, guys. It was scary, but I figured out how to do it. And, you know, I would encourage you all, if you have an idea for your own Oracle deck, or even if you have, you know, for example, I created my own past life deck. Okay, I had a past life deck, but I didn't feel like it gave me everything I wanted. I didn't feel like it gave me the scenarios, the words, you know, it was very simple. It felt very redundant. So what I did was I went onto Canva. I used story mode. Okay, I'm giving you guys some hints. Use story mode on Canva. And then I started to come up with words that, or images that I felt super drawn to that would kind of help spark past life readings. So sometimes I use cards. I do know a lot of Oracle readers who use cards specifically just for past life readings. Actually, Jess Love, she's not in here right now. She's another friend of mine, and she gave me a past life reading. It was amazing, just using tarot and oracle cards. And so I created this deck, and it basically just has different words, different pictures on it. And Canva's awesome because as long as if you have a premium account or a free account, you can use Canva images on anything to make money. You can make t-shirts, you can make coasters, you can make cards. The only thing you can't do with a Canva image is put it on a trademark or a logo that is trademarked, okay? So I created this past life deck. It has no book, okay? It's just pictures, and it just says words at the bottom. So you can do this yourself. And then I went to makeplayingcards.com, and I uploaded all the images that I made. Some of them, like the very first time I did it, I realized story mode was the best, and then I had to just kind of like find the center of the image or the story, and then every card was perfectly aligned. So you'll see you can do this too. Make your own tools. If something doesn't feel right, if a deck doesn't feel right, but you kind of like it, like, oh, I would really like a deck that had all the north nodes on it, or I would really like a deck that had could tell me my life purpose. What are all the possible life purposes, or what are all the possible careers, or whatever the case may be. For example, I'm not super 100% so amazingly great at tarot. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I get visions, and I rely on a lot of my own personal psychic abilities, not tarot. So what I did was I created a love tarot deck. And it has a lot of words on it. And it's basically what I did was I created a tarot deck. I don't have it printed yet. It might be a Kickstarter in the future. But it basically has, let's say, the Two of Cups on it. It has the words of what the love meaning is or relationship meaning of that card is here. And then in reverse, it has the meaning on the opposite side. So it's really easy for me to shuffle and throw the card out and not have to like double think about what the card means. The meaning is right in front of me and it all has to do with love. So I created that for myself because I struggled with just taking a card and being like, okay, how is this specifically related to love or relationships? I do a lot of relationship and energy readings, so that's why I created the deck for myself. And that's how we got started with the Body Health Oracle deck, right? I needed a visualization bank. I was not very good at anatomy. I was seeing pictures of things and didn't know what it was, okay? And I had to ask myself, what am I seeing? What am I seeing? And to a degree, I was only being shown things that I could interpret. So I said to myself, let's create a deck that will provide me images and visuals that I can later receive. And I know, like, if I see this image, I know that I'm supposed to be talking about a bladder if I don't hear the word bladder, if that makes sense. When I did my color coding, I color coded bones, muscles, organs, glands, all that stuff. So when I start a reading and it's a blank slate, somebody says, I just want a body scan. I say, what is the most important thing to come through? Say blue comes through, that means it's nerves. Then I focus on nerves. Please show me in the body where the origin of the pain of the nerves are coming from. And I'm taken to that space in the body. So that is kind of how this deck came about. And this is the first deck I'm sharing with the world. So I just thank you guys for being so loving, me sharing this with you. Could I get a love reading? I would love for you to get a love reading. If you click the link in my bio, I'm taking questions. They're quick questions. They're $5 to get in line. Right now I don't have a line. Kind of an hour ago, we spent the first hour, everybody was jumping in on those readings. So if you have a specific question, go ahead and put it right into Snipfeed. The link is in my bio. You'll also see that's where you can follow the Kickstarter. Again, anybody who sees one of my posts, if you share one of my posts, if you comment in one of my posts, know that I am so appreciative of that. I'm definitely not one that gets high views on my videos. I'm definitely more of this spiritual type of person. And I still have, a little bit of that. I'd rather give a message than sit there for 5 hours and try to edit the video so that it's accepted more. To a degree, I'm not really into pleasing other people. And by creating videos and sitting there and editing the videos and doing like what is trending, I'm basically pleasing the people who created the app. So I'd rather kind of lay low and hit the people that are meant to see it. Okay? Someone says, please, I need to know. You need to know what? If you need to know that badly, head to the link in my bio, type in your question. It's going to ask you for $5 to hold your place, and then I will give you your answer here, but I'll also record it and send it right to your email, okay? So then you guys know how it works. I also have a code. The code is THANKS. If you use that code, you get 50% off all readings on my website, okay? So right now I don't have anybody else in the queue, but I will be on for about another 20 minutes, okay? And that will get me to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Most of you guys are probably going to go ahead and eat some food. All right, and I might be on a little bit later. I know I'm going to be hanging out on Sanctuary, so if you guys want to try to figure out what that app is, it's like a little blue triangle in the App Store. And what's amazing about it is it gives you all this information on your birth chart. You can literally pick apart your birth chart and it will tell you all kinds of information. It also gives you daily astrology readings on your rising and sun sign. It can do card pulls daily for you. And then if you have any questions, you can speak to an astrologer, psychic, or medium, or tarot reader right in that moment, okay? So I love working on there. I'm usually on sometime in the morning. Again, this pregnancy has made it so tired. I'm so tired all the time, you guys. I would love to get online at I see how many... I go on TikTok at 10 o'clock at night and there's millions of tarot readers on there. I don't know how you even find people. It's insane. So I do like these smaller groups where I can actually talk to you guys. So I completely appreciate you being here with me today, even if you're just hanging out and watching, and you didn't even comment. I see you sitting on the couch right there. Yep, you, and you just look to your right. There's this woman that I see in my head right now. I feel like, and she's been watching, but she has not commented. It's kind of weird that I'm seeing this. Your hair is kind of like wavy. I don't know why I'm even seeing this, but if you're here, hi, thanks for watching. Hi Mo, welcome in guys, welcome in. Oh, it's so much warmer in here today. Yesterday it was really cold. I have my candle still, my flame burning. So we have a little bit more time before this burns out. But I finally figured out how to put the heat on in here. It was a little chilly on my feet, but so that's why I'm in here a little bit longer than I was yesterday. All right. Yeah, go ahead and book. I'll do the reading for you. Like I said, I'll be on here for 15 more minutes, guys. So if you have a question, please get it in. I'll probably be doing some card pulls on my TikTok page. Instagram, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I'm Katie Maike Psychic on Instagram. And you can also get to my launch page with the link in my bio. Okay. And I definitely want to thank you guys all for coming out today, for hanging out, for watching, for asking questions. If you have any questions, all you got to do is click the link in my bio. There's $5 readings. I'm doing them for 15 more minutes. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Thanks for sharing. There's a couple shares on this. Thanks for tapping on that screen and throwing the hearts my way. I do love and appreciate it. Woo, this card almost caught on fire. Draining. Somebody's being drained right now. Drained. All right, Deborah. Hey, Deborah. Let me do your reading for you. It just came through. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, so will my business take off in 2003? And this is for Deborah and her business. So I record all of these and send them right back to the same email, okay? Hi, Deborah. Thank you so much for booking, and happy Thanksgiving to you, too. Now, you want to know if your business is going to take off in 2023. 2023. So sorry. What do you need to know about your business? So I feel like in the past there has, I don't know if you have a history of this or a history of like not wanting to be, there's a fear that is present right now. And I feel like that is why you want to quit. There is a fear that is present. And I have to tell you that like, for some reason this business feels cyclic. It feels like it will have natural cycles of goods and bad timing. Like natural cycles of good and bad timing. I feel like within a year. So I don't know if this has to do with like holiday season being a bad time or a good time, and then other times of the year will be good or bad. But I have to tell you, like, just in my gut when I think about this as a project or whatever, it just feels like there are going to be different times of the year when you're going to have to pump a little bit more. And it feels like there are times of the year where things are going to feel super, super, super slow. Now, I also hear opportunities. When I say super slow, I hear opportunities. So I don't know if those times are being given to you so that you can extend or make additional additions to it. But it's weird because it's not feeling like it's an addition to that specific business. It just feels like an addition to you and business in general. Okay? 2023, what do I need to know about your job? So I do feel like the beginning of 2023, I hear the word musty, and that's kind of weird to me, and I feel like things might, I feel like the lack of, this is law of attraction 100%, because the lack of the response you're getting is creating a lack of wanting to pursue more. And it's like this self-fulfilling prophecy. I feel like you have to get out of that, kind of shake it off. There's this new energy of the new year. And there's something about April. Something about when April comes, I do feel like you're going to start to see a little bit more momentum. But I am getting like that there needs to be more giving as far as thinking outside the box, doing things outside the box that may not be like a direct relation to your business. And what do I mean by that? It's almost like I'm seeing you reaching out to people in different ways, connecting with people in different ways that don't seem directly related to your business. Okay? But I do have to tell you, April feels like it's getting better. April feels like the momentum's picking up. But I also have to say there's something around December in it being slow, and that there's something else that you're supposed to be thinking of or doing or starting during those low times, okay? Thank you so much for booking. I hope that helps you, Deborah. I hope that helps you. Okay, so that will be sent right back to your email by the end of the day. Okay. Let's go back and see if anybody else just popped through. Okay. All right. Let's see, some comments here. Am I a medium? Yes, I do connect with people who have passed away. I do remote viewing. I work on missing persons cases. I connect with people who have passed away. It's kind of like an interesting topic for people who have passed away for me, because I've done a lot of mediumship readings through video readings, and those are kind of difficult, I'm not going to lie. But the experiences that I have when people are one-on-one, for example, like doing a Zoom reading for mediumship, it's unbelievable the evidence that can come through. So you're asking, is it too much to ask about my brother passing away for my special today? And I'm going to say asking the question is not too much, but what the time given and whatnot, I don't do I don't do mediumship readings in an under 5 minute kind of thing. There's really not much that can come through. Sometimes it takes up to 5 minutes to understand a sign or something that's coming through from them. So it's not too much. It's just not the right time. But I do have readings available. If you click the link in my bio, I have like a basic tarot psychic type of reading. And if there's codes for give thanks, it'll give you 20% off. It'll give you 50% off today and tomorrow. So if that's something you're interested in, you can book that, okay? So my specials for today, I'm doing just 5. If you have a question and you want me to answer your question, instead of doing free readings that get kind of clogged, we have a list that's going. Right now, I just finished my list. I'll be on here for another 10 more minutes. So if anybody has, if you're just jumping on and you have any final questions, go ahead and book that. It's $5. And I also have 50% off all readings today and tomorrow. Use the code THANKS. And when you check out for a reading, like earlier I had one come through. Somebody did a psychic tarot that came through as $22. It's normally $44 for a 3 to 8 minute reading. So yeah. So I know it's working. All right. Will my mom finally find happiness and peace in her life? You can definitely ask questions like that if you want to. You can send the video. Again, these all come with video responses. They'll be sent to your email. So you can send videos to people. You can say, hey, got a reading for you. Here's, a lot of the time I get readings of will my sister ever be happy? Will my mom ever be happy? And the advice that come through in those readings, I know they're definitely meant to uplift that person. And sometimes having that clarity of a psychic medium kind of getting you or giving you hope is definitely even just the push that you need to, gain a little momentum or energy moving forward. So, all right. Dakota, should I wish Zach a happy Thanksgiving? Just do it. Just do it. All right. I think we're so afraid of rejection that we have to realize, like, when we are afraid of rejection, this is like triggering us to heal something from childhood. You know? Ooh, my feet are starting to get a little chilly. I have Raynaud's disease, which is like a circulation issue. So, like, being up here in the cold, ugh. But you guys, a lot of you guys heard about Hurricane Ian that hit Florida. It hit my hometown. It literally destroyed my friends, my family's houses, their cars. My mother-in-law, sister, brother-in-law, they were all still there. We had a storage unit that happened to be full of food because we thought we were coming out to live in our property in the Ozarks. We have property in the Ozarks. And that didn't happen because of the hurricane. But luckily, we had a storage unit full of, like, water purifying tablets and dry storage food and baby food. And we had formula in there. So luckily, our family members that were living there, they were taken care of based on our storage unit, which was amazing. But because there's so much damage, we have nothing to go back to. I intuitively happened to sell all of our stuff and jump in our camper a month and a half before the hurricane hit us. And I said to myself, like, living in Florida and the hurricanes and stuff, I always said to myself, like, if a hurricane was bad, if it was bad enough, then we wouldn't be here to experience it, because I know the universe will take care of me. As long as I'm putting that good energy out there. And it worked. It happened. We ended up leaving. We didn't know that was a part of it, but we did end up packing up everything, selling everything, and leaving right before the hurricane came and kind of destroyed a lot of stuff. So, I don't know if we'll be going back down there. We do have a storage unit in there, but Legoland. We might go to Legoland. So if you guys would like a general reading, I have a code THANKS. That'll get you 50% off all the readings, and those will be given back to you probably tomorrow, by tomorrow, especially if you're booking a longer reading. Okay. I want to give thanks to everybody who booked with me today. Anybody who stayed during my live, you got to listen to me talk about my Body Health Oracle deck. It's a deck that I created so that you can be more confident giving health readings. You can be more confident giving oracle advice, divine advice. And it's really about creating this mind-body connection. So let me tell you quickly how I made these cards, okay? So this is the training portion, okay? It says liver, yes. But on the bottom it says filter. Now the reason that we have one trigger word here, is because you can use it in combination with other cards, okay? It says filter, absorb. Although these are two opposites. Who knows? Maybe there was a reading about something being an opposite. But if you do like to pull one card, there is a divine message that is also related to the function of the organ or the system here. So this one says, soak up and reflect on any sort of happiness or luck that comes your way. You deserve it. And if you know anything about the small intestines, this is the first area of absorption in your body. We're taking out all the amazing chemicals and the things that we don't need, and we are passing it along, and we are absorbing all the nutrients. So that's kind of how the deck is designed. If anybody is interested in this, please pre-order, purchase, support the campaign. The link is right in my bio, okay? All right, I'm going to check one more time to see if there's anybody waiting for a reading, and then I'm going to close it out. Close out the $5 reading. But the code for thanks for 50% off is going to be good for today, tomorrow. All right. Michelle, if you want to know about you and Chris, you can get your reading in really quickly before I head out. If not, you can book another reading for 50% off. That'll get you a longer, more lengthy, detailed reading. And I would love to connect with a lot of you guys. I know I haven't been on lately since I've been traveling. It's really hard to get away from all the loud kids. It really is. So I've kind of like set aside the next 30 days. I'm going to try to be live as many days as I can to connect with you guys, talk about my deck, use my deck so you guys can get familiar with it. Answer any questions about spirituality or your own psychic abilities, or, even some of you guys, like, I already feel it now. I'm actually seeing somebody who builds something. I don't know who you are, but there's a builder And I feel like I have to tell you that your intuition is spot on. And I don't even know if you're in here right now, but I feel like you're male. And I feel like maybe you know a male. Maybe this is somebody's husband. But I'm being told that there's a man. He does construction. He does some type of building. And he has a gift. And he may not talk about it. He may just randomly think that he's got something, but like doesn't call it a gift. And I have to tell you that this person definitely does. I don't know if you're in here right now or if you are married to this man. But he is a builder of some sort. He definitely has abilities. Maybe you need to know that. I don't know why I'm even saying this. It's so random. Especially because most of you in here are females. So, and most of us, like, I'm going to say that 99.9% of us, everybody has intuition. 99.9% of us are going to develop our intuition into psychic abilities. So if you're seeing synchronicities in your life right now, believe that they're leading you to psychic abilities. It's leading you to a place where your intuition is going to be so spot on that it's going to make your life easier. Intuition literally makes my life easier. Having my intuition. And even small things like this, okay? Now, I was hungry before I did a live one day, and I put some little biscuits in the oven. And then I went to do my live because they weren't done. Or I went in my office, they weren't done. And so I am doing the reading, and I put them in the oven and I go to my room, and before I go to the room, I get this vision of me turning off the heat, turning off the oven. And I was like, why the hell would I turn off my oven? They're not done yet. But that was my intuition telling me to turn off the oven, because 20 minutes later, when I forgot that they were still in the oven, I burned my biscuits. So that little vision of me turning off the oven was like this precursor of, hey, this will make your life easier. Here's your intuition. Turn this off, and you'll have something to eat after you're done. But I didn't listen to it. I don't know why. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I tend to do it more when I'm thinking about it, when I'm doing readings for people. I don't let anything pass my mind. Anything that comes through is important. But you're in the hustle and bustle of the day and your kids are around, and sometimes you're just like, I don't have time for this. But that is your intuition. That is definitely 100% intuition. And it was basically giving me some advice on how to make my life a little bit easier in the future. So pay attention to that, guys. Pay attention. All right. So, Dominique, you got your question in. Okay. So it looks like this is going to be, very last question for today. If anybody has any more questions, use the code THANKS. It will get you 50% off all readings today and tomorrow. Okay? My eldest son, is he okay? He seems off. You know what? I wanted to ask you about your son yesterday. I felt him in the reading. You heard me talking about your younger son, and there were some things definitely about your older son, so I'm going to do this reading right now for you. Okay? Just trying to find this. Okay. Hey, Dominique. Okay, so you want to know about your older son and if he's going to be okay. Now, this is what I feel like I have to tell you. He has a lot of fears and worries that are around you. Okay? I do feel like he's growing. I got growth here. He's growing. And I feel like he's going to be okay. But I do feel like his coping behaviors are going to look normal to you. Okay? The way that he copes with his anxiety will look normal. Meaning, I don't know if it's going to be like organization or working. It's coming out as more working or keeping his mind busy instead of actually dealing with or healing or talking about any abandonment issues. I don't know why the abandonment just came up. But it's, I hear abandon. I don't know what that means. If he feels abandoned by somebody in his life, but that might be like a topic for him that he is not talking about. Now, I do feel like he's going to be okay, and I kind of feel like the way that he copes is going to look very normal, and it might take this very divinely intuitive mother of yours to see that that's how he copes with his anxiety or his frustrations or his confusion about himself as a whole. I do feel like he's looking for some type of identity, But I do also feel like in the future, I see him burying himself in work, in busy work and stuff, and avoiding a lot of conversation. Like, it feels like when he gets older, like, older adult, I feel like it might be hard to get in touch with him because he's like, I work a lot, Mom. Like, that's the energy that I get. Do I think he's going to be okay? Yes. I don't see anything physical or hurting, but I do feel depression. And I do feel like without having an outlet or understanding how to have an outlet, that it's just going to be a very typical silence and avoiding conversations is kind of how I cope with not understanding my value or not understanding my worth. Okay? It's so weird because when I was doing this reading, I know you're here, but when I was doing this reading, I was clenching. I was clenching this very hard. I don't know why. I have not done that for anybody else, and I just realized I was doing it. So I don't know if there's something with his hands. If he does that, I don't know why I was doing that. I don't know if it's related at all, but I thought I would mention it, okay? Thank you so much for booking, Dominique. It's so nice to hear from you. All right. Hello. All right, guys. Okay, that's why I had to ask. You mentioned it, and I knew it. See, we're like this. Okay. It is okay. I'm glad that helped, and you knew it. Oh my God, that's in my heart's like boom, 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 boom. Like, you know, she knew it. She just needed to hear it from you, right? Is that it? Like. Okay, I now have a bunch of new faces in here. Hi guys, I'm Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. We are doing readings right now. If anyone is interested in getting a reading, I was gonna end around 2:00. Hey Marcy, hello. I've been seeing so many of your videos lately. You know what I've done? You know what I did on my TikTok, because I'm not one to sit and scroll, but I changed it so I don't see the For You page, that I only see the followers. That way I know everybody and what they're doing. Like, the people that I choose to follow, I'm seeing their stuff. It's so much better. I feel like. So, I've been seeing so much more of your stuff. Do I do yes or no questions? Of course I do yes or no questions. But I'm not going to come out and say, like, this is a definite yes or a definite no. There's always energy. I'm an energy reader. So I read people's intentions. I get visions, things like that. So if anybody has a question that they're looking to, hey Marcy, I appreciate you too. If anybody has a question that they are looking to get answered, a quick question, I'm doing $5 readings right now, just to keep some order and structure into this, because really I some money of that gets taken and given to the website and whatever. I also have a code for 50% off all readings today and tomorrow. Use the code THANKS. Okay, you don't have to do it now. But you know what? I would love if you head to the link in my bio and followed my Kickstarter. I would just, bellissimo. So, I would love that. I appreciate it. Okay? But I just want to throw that out there. If anybody else is looking to get a reading, please do so now. If not, if you're headed there now and I don't know you are, please throw a thumbs up or something on here so I can wait for you. Okay, if you are booking a longer reading for the 50% off, because those are about 8 minutes long, 3 to 8 minutes long. If you're booking one of those, just know it might take me a day or so to get the reading done, just because today is Thanksgiving, and although I don't celebrate it, I probably want to go relax a little bit. I got this baby that's coming soon. Yeah, I don't know how many, maybe 10 more weeks. I am around 30 weeks pregnant, so 10 more weeks or so of this, but I got about 30 days for this Kickstarter. Okay, so if you guys could follow, share any post where you see this deck, any post that you see this deck on it, I would love a share, a comment, a hello. Anything helps for 30 days from now until Christmas Eve. Hello, how are you? Welcome in, guys. So I am just going to make sure there's no more questions left in the queue. And then I'm going to turn off the $5 questions. My feet are cold. I'm going to run inside and get some, well, I am inside. What am I saying? I'm going to run and grab something to eat. You know how the pregnancy belly gets. And I'll definitely be back tomorrow for some more lives, more readings. And if you remember the code THANKS, it will get you 50% off readings. Hello. And just letting you guys know, the code isn't going to be anywhere else. I don't have it on any stories. I don't have it on any videos. Only you know it because you're at my live. Okay? Only you know that I have a 50% off code going on right now. Okay? So save it. Use it today. Use it tomorrow. It's good until, I think, around midnight tomorrow. I would love to connect with some of you, especially if you need health or fertility readings. That's my jam. That's what I do. And I know one day I'm going to be this little old lady with gray hair living in the woods, and I'm going to be like Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, except I'm going to be like some type of intuitive healer, you know, who picks and grows mushrooms and makes tinctures. That's going to be me someday. And I hope you guys are there to see it, okay? You're so welcome, SJ. See you tomorrow, guys. I love you. Have some turkey. Go stuff your face. Take a nap. Try to think of good things. Try to think of your life turning around, that your life is getting better. New abundance coming in. All right? Money is fluent. I'm an effective communicator. Do all that shit. All right? I love you. I appreciate you more than you know. Really. You guys give me a lot of energy. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with me. Go eat some turkey. Gobble, gobble.